All right, good day, everyone, and welcome back to Mommy Guide Inc. Yes, I've been gone for quite a while. I've been trying to really get back to the groove of a Wednesday and Saturday evening live stream, but I'm trying my best. So apologies for not being able to do a consistent twice a week live stream, but at least I am doing at least one. Although I have not been going live on my channel specifically, I have actually been going live on our other friends, okay, channel or creating videos. So I hope that that has been enough for to keep you more engaged or to keep you coming back, right? So hi Tamara, and of course Reagan. These are our dear friends from, of course, another community that is super vibrant and the channel that is basically 24 almost 24 hours live on a daily basis. So if you are a crafter and you want to, look for or wanting to find inspiration at any point in time of the day, okay, this is the place to go. This is the Happy Crafty Ho Ho, where you will see either Tamara, Reagan, Ellen, Christy, and of course, dear Drea, okay, hosting this amazing channel. So if you want more inspiration, head on to that channel, my dear friends. So again, thank you so much for joining me, right? So this is supposed to be really my original schedule. So Wednesday nights, Philippine time, around this time, 9 to 9:15 p.m. And then, so that's about morning time Tuesdays for those on the other side of the globe. Yes, I'm coming to you over from Southeast Asia, the Philippines. All right. So for tonight, I am going to be working on one of my favorite things to do in the recent past or recently is that journaling. So earlier this year, Teresa of Creative okay, hold on. Creatively Faithful. All right. So that's her YouTube channel for this, for her what do you call this? Journaling and her reading journey. I hope that you would check that out as well. All the links are in the description of this video, by the way. Has just released her volume 2. All right. So let me just get to that. Okay. So volume 1 was released earlier this year. And then in the past week, okay, the volume 2 was already finally released, right? So one of the things that you will find here in my channel are planners and planner videos or live streams because it's one of the many things that I love doing, right? So if you're interested in card making, scrapbooking, journaling, faith journaling, right? So, and DIY stuff, those are basically the things that I do on the channel. And I have about, I think, close to 2,000 videos combined in live streams and shorts that you can actually check out. All right. So first, let's say again hi to the people and our friends in the chat. Of course, hi Tamara. Thank you so much. She is our number one cheerleader, right? So thank you so much, Tamara. I don't know how you're able to do all the things, but you are, and I'm super grateful. And of course, congratulations, Drea. All right, of Happy Crafty Ho Ho because they just reached another milestone. That's 300 subscribers. And I hope that you would check them out as well and consider subscribing if you are not yet subscribed. And of course, another awesome crafter that you should follow. Okay, this is Reagan, right? So her channel is Uniquely Reagan Handcrafted Cards, but she does also different kinds of projects as well. And one of the things that she taught during BBCA was that of a DIY eternity calendar, right? So I hope that you would check that out as well, right? And of course, Tamara saying hi to Reagan. And Tamara, hello. I mean Tammy. All right. See, I always confuse Tammy and Tamara, but I love them both so much. Hello, Mel. This is Mel of Cakes Creates. Thank you, my dear friends. Again, all of these beautiful, wonderful, talented ladies are part of, I met them all in Drea's community. And that is, of course, the crafty, happy crafty ho ho. Right? So again, if you want, okay, the spelling is happy crafty ho ho. All right, there you go. Yes, because Christmas, it's 24, 365 days Christmas. All right. So everybody loves Christmas. Okay. Yes, I think I do. Thank you so much for saying that. Let me just check. Thank you so much. All right, I think I do have a browser open. Let me just check. How's that now? Okay, let me check. Is there still echo? Echo? Because I'm not wearing my earphones. Yes, Tammy. Tammy. Okay, there you go, my dear friends. Okay, hold on. Yes, it's Tammy and Tamara. Tamara. All right. So how's the echo, my friends? Do you still hear the echo? Okay, this is a placeholder. Okay, I've not gone live for quite a while, so I am. And we have Meg. Hi, Meg. No echo for me. No echo for you. Okay. Whew. All right, so this one. Okay. Reagan said no echoes. Tammy, okay, said no echo. Hi, Ellen. You guys, you need to go to sleep. I love you. Thank you so much for dropping by. But you guys are almost, I think you were still live until a few hours ago. Thank you. All right. Okay. So I know you probably am as excited as I am to start. So again, this is a sticker book by Teresa. Okay, one of the amazing artists of course, over on the Not Too Shabby Shop channel, but she does have her own, and it's Creatively Faithful, right? So she started this sticker book volume 1 series earlier this year, and it has been well received because one of the on top of it having such beautifully curated images, is that it is actually good for Dutch journaling. So I said, what's Dutch journaling? And so I realized that the kind of journals that the creative journal that I actually have been watching on YouTube is actually called Dutch Door Journal, right? So where you have on one side a set of like images, and then on the other there's another one that somehow is like a mirror image of that one. So I said, so the reason I wasn't able to do that in the past is because normally when you buy sticker books, right, it is almost always just one of a kind, or if there are several of it, it's not mirror image, right? So it's hard to put it like back to back, right? But what Teresa did was to actually intentionally create several of the stickers as mirror image, so it's easier for us to create Dutch door journal pages. All right, so this is sticker 1, volume 1, friends. Look, there's nothing there because I have used it all up. I have never, for the life of me, I think, smashed one whole sticker book in like several sitting because I loved it so much. And now onto the volume 2. Of course, I did several layouts already for the hop, and then I did a video for it for the Not Too Shabby as well. So I have actually, I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 6 pages have been used, but not all right, and I still have a ton left over. And yes, my planner sticker heart is super duper happy. All right, so let me just click on, if you are okay, on over on, hold on, a vertical, you might not be able to see this. So hold on, my friends. This is yours truly tweaking live. Okay, as I tweak the one for, okay, the one on the vertical, as I am also, okay, so normally when I go live and I'm just alone, I do both the vertical and the horizontal. Although I know for most of us, we prefer the horizontal one, right? Okay. So Reagan is actually listening and working, which is what I do most of the time when I listen to you guys because I'm at work and sometimes I'm teaching, but I do have several monitors in front of me so I can actually take a peek, but I couldn't hear you guys, so I normally just look at the chat, right? Carol! Hello, hello, dear Carol. Carol is one of our dear friends who always give me a very, leave a very inspiring messages after the video or the live. So thank you so much, Carol. Thank you all. And of course, dear Shalana is in the chat as well. Yes, Ellen, I know, right? But guys, it's okay. Go grab some nap or, sleep because I knew you all have been up for quite a long while and super late. And we have the Mighty Armadillo 1993. That's a great thumbnail there. Hi. Hello, hello. All right. Hello, Meg, Tamara, Reagan, Shalana, Melly, and Melly Cakes, and of course, Carol from Ellen. Right. So, Ellen, I actually, she is such an amazing card maker. It's like, I think, Ellen, you'll see probably in the future some of my works inspired by the cards that you actually make. Hello, Ilka. Okay, our dear friends, one of our dear friends from Europe in the chat. All right, so without further ado, let us start. Okay, so you saw that the volume 1 is gone. There is nothing left. Okay, so this is a dotted journal that I have intentionally reserved for my journaling for the sticker books by Teresa. And I'm already claiming that there will be more volumes to come so that I can finish off this specific, journal just using majority of which or almost all are her stickers. All right. So I'll show you for those who have not seen some of the videos or the lives that I've done, creating with using this one. All right, so the sticker volume 1. Okay. It's hard when you have like 3 monitors. I don't know where I am. All right, so I'm trying to look for. Okay, oh, there it is. So there is my. Okay, there you go. So to make it a little bit zoomed in. All right. So this is so the Dutch journal, like a Dutch door, the actual Dutch doors, right? They opened up, instead of one door, there's 2, right? So Dutch door journaling inspired by that concept, actually. So you will see here, this is more like they call it like a waterfall kind of thing, all right, because there's like one after the other onto its side like so. So this is the first one. So this stickers, everything you see here except for the fonts or the title are from the volume 1 sticker book. Okay, and the sticker book, since it's called Cozy Season Sticker Book, so it started and it was released late last year. Okay, and so it's the seasons, right? So autumn, winter, spring, autumn, or fall, winter, spring, summer. All right, there you go. I think I need to sing that, right? So come on, Jaya, let's sing. All right, so there you go. So it included all this beautiful, border washies, and at the same time, not washies but stickers, and all of these beautiful images, including this lady and these boxes, right? So some of it I have actually added I created this before the pen, so to speak, so before I added all the journaling, right? So thankful, right? Thanksgiving, autumn, okay, moments, all right, and then Christmas. Okay, again from volume 1 from the same collection. Of course, Dutch door journaling inspired still, right? So again, except for the fonts, for the titles, everything is from her book. And of course, this one's the lines. I just used some highlighters, and in this case, I use the mild liners, okay, from Zebra. All right. So it comes in many, many different colors, but these are the ones that I actually use. All right. And then this one, I created this spread during an invitation live with Debbie J. Right. So on her channel, when she reached her milestone of, was it 11,000? I forgot, but it was a major milestone for her. And then this one is what the latest, what do you call this? I did a video on how I created this from scratch. And if you have not seen that just yet, there it's in my channel. So this one I kind of, played around with the different openings and cuts, right? So it still has that, Dutch door vibes, because this collection, if you would see the latest collection, has this images that's like perfect for windows, right? So if you have like windows or openings in your journal, right? It's so nice to see those. Okay, so this one is for Easter, but it's already done because this arrived to me a little bit late. Already Easter was done. Okay, because shipping takes a while for me to reach stuff or to get things done, right? So there you go. And then there's a page or 2 pages where there's a colored what do you call this, sentiments, and then a black and one. All right. Fall, winter, spring, summer, or fall. Okay. Winter, fall, winter, spring, summer. There you go. You can see the desk view on Facebook, but not here on YouTube. Okay, hold on. I see it. Ellen. Okay, I see it. Thank you, my friend. Let's just fix that. Okay, because, okay, so that one is on, let me just get to that. All right. See, because I have not been going live for a while, I forgot how to turn on and off the different settings that I have on here. So thank you, Ellen, for catching that one. All right. So now I'll have another. Okay. I'll have that fixed by, okay, dragging this. Okay. Doing another smaller one over onto the shorts feed. There you go. Now I just have to lock in everything. Otherwise, everything will be like moving if I don't lock it in. There you go. All right, let me check again. All right, so this one, okay, this one also doesn't have, okay, on the shorts feed. Bear with me, friends. Okay, I am going to fix this one. Why is it? Camera. A. Why is it? Okay, the Q&A part is not there. Okay, Q&A part. Okay, so I have to drag this. So you see how I actually do this live. All right, so drag this, but it doesn't want to be dragged. Okay, you know what? It's okay. It's okay. Let me see. This one is okay. This one, oh, it's double me. No. The other one should be B. There you go. All right. How about this one? This one. Okay. This one. This one. Okay. This one. No. This one. This one. Okay. All right. The most important thing is that this and this works. All right. Okay. So as I was saying, all right. So that's it. So for today, we are going to start from scratch. Right? So again, look at this one. So when you want to do your Dutch journal, okay, so remember you have one on one side and the other on the other side. So you want these two elements to more or less be of the same or similar shape or size, right? So that, okay, they're not actually exactly the same sticker, but the size is the same. So when I put it one on top of the other like so, and I fuzzy cut around it to create that Dutch door effect, it is beautiful, right? So like this one. So how do I do this one? So if you could see that flower, it's the same. Again, because this sticker book has, okay, so this one, okay, although it's not the same, look, it's not the same element, but very similar in size. This one is also the same, right? Very similar in, this one's exactly the same, right? So I'm able to have that beautiful Dutch door feel to it, okay, without, too much of a bother, right? So I even have like a small horizontal Dutch door onto this one. Okay, so fall for Jesus. He never leaves. All right, that's super cool, right? All right, so let's start with a new set of Dutch journals. Okay, thank you so much, my friends, and thank you for all the inputs when you see something that's not right. Thank you. Yes, let's sing that. Okay. Again, thank you, Ellen. Thank you, Meg. Okay. Hello, Zell. This is Zell of Sprinkle with Cards, who just recently, okay, changed her setup a bit. If you want to check it out, please do check out her beautiful, wonderful channel. And she has been winning a lot of awards lately. Congratulations. And her BFF, of course, is here as well. Hi, Zell. I mean, hi, Wims. This is Wims. Okay. So the thing is, okay, there you go. So it is showing up on the other side. Okay, there you go. But it's not showing up on... Okay, kasi no, ang daming gustong gawin. Hindi naman nag-practice. Okay, so in Filipino, that was in Filipino. So what I said, dear friends, is I want to do so many things but I didn't even practice how to do it. So this is what we get. Ang galing, sabay pa tayo pumasok. Right? So that's BFF, crafty BFF in real life. Okay, that's Zell and Wims. Yes. Kaya nga, watching from... Oh, why? Why you're at the hospital, Wims? I hope all is well. Is Mira sick? Oh, Mira is Wim's daughter. Okay, I didn't know. I haven't been able to check messages. Wims, I hope and pray for Mira's recovery. Please keep in touch. Update us, my friend. Okay, dear Mira, if you're watching, but I hope you are not and that you are already asleep. Okay, get well soon, baby. Thank you, Wims. Magic, and you fixed it. Thank you, Ellen. And of course, we have Jamie. Hi, Jamie. And everyone. Jamie saying hi to everybody. All right. Welcome. This is too cool to miss saying anything. Thank you. Crafter Jen Christy. Hello. Hello. Thank you so much, guys, for dropping by. All right. So what do you need to create a planner spread with Dutch door journaling? Okay. So first and foremost, you need to come up, or do you need to have a sticker, okay, that would make your life easier by having a sticker just like this Blooming Season Sticker Book Volume 2, which has, images that are, look at this. So if you stick this on one side, the other side will be like that. So it's easy to cut around it, right? Other than rather than looking for images that might more or less, but I've done that in the past. You're able to tweak it. So that's why I fell in love with this big time, because, oh my goodness, I don't need to, do the hacks and stuff, because they're perfectly, fit for Dutch door journaling. But not just that, if you've seen the hops of the release, there were, samples of those who used it for, I also did one for a card and for a tag. So this sticker book is really very, what do you call this, flexible, right? But I really am gonna use it for journaling. Hi Sandy, thank you so much, Sandy, for dropping by, my friend. Yes, Christy, is this Christy, a new, another Christy, right? So anyway, thank you so much, my dear friends, for dropping by. Okay, so let's start. Okay, so you need a sticker. Okay, now, but if you are good with, drawing, doodling, go ahead. You can absolutely do that. But for somebody like me, I can't draw. Even the drawing of stick figures, I struggle with that. That's how bad I am with drawing. So I'm super grateful for, creative artists like, Teresa and, Sandy also in the chat, who are able to create, things with their hands and draw and stuff, right? All right. And but yeah, what else? Of course, if you have markers, what do you call this? Highlighters of various colors. Okay, so that would be great. And of course, your cutting tools. So definitely, you can always just use your handy dandy pair of scissors. Absolutely. Okay, a pair of X-Acto knife, or what do you call this? Pen blades, okay, is also going to be useful. But for Dutch journaling, this is what I use. This is called a gyro cut blade. Okay, the thing with this blade is that it swivels 360 degrees. It's super nice. It's super easy to cut. It's not so good with cutting straight lines, but if it's, if it's like fussy cutting, right? So this is super easy after you've gotten used to it. Okay, it takes a bit. Okay, there's a little bit of a learning curve to finally, get it to work. Okay, I think there is no one perfect way to do it. It varies with different people, like, the depth and the, what do you call this, the well, okay, I'm translating in English. The power that you need, okay, to when to put pressure. There you go. When to put pressure, bigger pressure, lighter pressure. It takes a while, so you just need to practice. Okay, I know that there are actually, I've seen other variations of this, but this is what I've been using for decades now, and it's, so far I have not replaced it. It's still very much okay, because I normally just use it for this. I rarely use it for fibrous papers or materials, so I think that's the reason why it still cuts perfectly well. And of course, a ruler and pencils would be also useful, and your usual adhesives. Another thing that I use are washi tapes. If you have missed that episode of mine in last year, where I think I went live for 30 days and I went over the washi tapes that I have, and I think we ended with about 800 and something washi tapes. I think that was the count. I actually have forgotten about it already. Okay, so let's go to this one. Since, as I said, okay, I see a lot of things that in the sticker book that, okay, have a lot of things that can be enclosed in like a frame, right? It's like if you are looking out the window, right? So you could see this beautiful, scene outside of the window. Okay. Or if you're outside looking inside, this could also be a great, scene, right? So that is what I'm gonna be working with today. Okay, so first I wanna finish off the stickers that I have left over from my previous pages. So I'm going to work with that first. Okay, so this is my next page. Whoop, sorry about my camera. My camera can be a little bit. Okay, there you go. Especially when I start moving really fast, right? So, okay, so normally, okay, I want to put like a border on one side like that. Okay, so you don't need to, okay, but I just like to. I would just like to. And maybe since it's a sunny day, all right, look at this washi. It looks like sky, right? So the sky, a blue sky. So since I have it, so let's use it. Okay. All right, so there you go. Okay. I do that. I cut that it so that it's easy to close and open it still. Okay. So how many of you actually have a lot of washies just simply because they were on sale, they were cute, but you never actually really used it just yet? So if you are guilty or if you are in the same boat, don't worry, no judgment because I have done and still do the same. So that's why when I started creating content on YouTube, I said one thing that I want to do is that I want to be able to finish off, okay, at least, use up, okay, the washies that I have. All right. So that's the sky. And this is like a grassy background, or maybe we can also check this one out. These are washies that I have had forever. I hope that they're still sticking and that adhesive is still okay. Okay, there you go. So we could put this, okay, at the background. Okay, so that's the nice thing about the washi tapes, right? So if you make a mistake, you can easily pull them out and you're not gonna rip your paper. Okay, but again, some washies, okay, may actually be more, stickier than others. So just be careful. Okay, this one I already know, so I'm able to pull it out like that without any fear that my paper would break. So make sure that best if you're not sure yet, okay, about the stickiness of your washi, just and you kind of make a mistake, just peel it off slowly. All right, so there you go. Okay, so we now have the bottom and the top. Okay, and now I want to have, okay, that border like that. Okay. Okay, again, it doesn't have to be like this. This is just, how I want to do it for tonight. Okay. And then now I'm going to start putting in, okay, our washi. I mean, our stickers. I keep on saying washi. All right. So there you go. Okay. Let me see. Where is that one? Okay. So maybe, okay, we can make that a little bit, okay, thicker. All right. See, there is no actual plan. We'll see where this takes us. All right. So there you go. All right. Okay. So that is Okay, for this one. And we will do the same more or less for the back. Okay, so we will create that one, and this will be the other side, and then there will be another spread, and then this one. All right, so I want this to be, so normally, okay, so that's one spread, another spread, another spread, another spread, right? So for that one and this one, more or less, would kind of have that same look. All right, so let's see. I am just, testing things out here, my friends. No rhyme or reason. Okay, this one I haven't even used just yet. Let's just try and open it. Okay. So for the release 2, there are no long stickers. But in the volume 1, there were stickers that you could use as borders. But for the second release, there are more, images and stickers that are best for. Okay, this is what happens. Okay, guys, look. If you have kept your washi for a very long period of time, this is what happens. It sticks absolutely to the other washi, and then it loses its stickiness like so. Look, it's like it's disintegrating, right? So let's see if we can still make this work. All right. Okay, see? It doesn't work anymore. That's sad. So if you have, washi, make sure that, you use it. Okay, so you use it so that, okay, you won't have, okay, you won't have that same thing happening to you. Okay, so let's do that same thing over there. Okay, dokie. Maybe for this one, I'll just retain the border. Okay. Do you know how to revive a washi tape? Has anybody have any suggestions on how to lesson use your washi? Exactly, right? Not just our washi, whatever we have, it's okay to buy stuff, right? And get excited about, the shopping and all. But if you don't, our supplies are not meant to last forever. Right, so no matter how beautiful, and and especially in a place like the Philippines, right, so where humidity is between 70 to 80% on a daily basis, that could really ruin, the stickiness of a lot of supplies. All right, so best if you could, use your stuff, okay, rather than, what do you call this, rather than, okay, trying to keep them because, oh no, you know what, I'll have a use for them, I'll have use for them in the future. All right, so this is another, okay, again, this is volume 2. Okay, so there you go. All right. Okay, so for the next part, okay, so I want to have that window. So this is actually a set of window images. So I just, cut, this is, what do you call this? A cardstock. Okay, and so what I'm going to do is, I've had this forever as well. Okay, what I'm going to do is I want to create a frame, okay, where what will happen is, okay, so I'm going to paste one of these, okay, and then I'm going to create an opening, Okay. So that one, I've never tried this, guys. So I am as excited as you guys are to see if this is going to work. I just have an overall idea. Will it work? Will this be possible? So we will see in a bit if it will work. Hi, Cordelia. Yes, you remember we counted all the washi, Tamara. Hi, Anne. Yes, hello, hello. And of course, Cordelia in the house. What I hate about expired washi is when it tears when I unroll it. Exactly, right? Hi, Nikki. Oh, guys, thank you so much. You guys are all up early. I was on the vertical and had to switch. Yes, right, because I'm both on the vertical and the horizontal. So you choose what you. Button paper can last forever. I had some from 1993. Yes, actually, properly stored. Agree, Nikki. But some other supplies, like especially the mixed media ones, I think I had an episode where I showed a lot of, pastes that have dried up. I used them only once or twice. Some of the waxes, some of the sprays, right? And those weren't cheap, right? So the lesson behind really is if you have it, use it. Although just like Nikki, right? So I still have those papers from you. We call it the 1900s, right, Nikki? All right. So same with the Lees, right? That's why Talise and I sometimes can finish off each other's sentences. It's like when she comes out and opens up her treasure trove of papers and tools and stuff. It's like I know that I still have that, right? So again, properly stored, it can last. And of course when I started with card, not card making. I was a scrapbooker first, okay, and then I fell in love with card making, and then journaling. It's like a rabbit hole. I've created a ton of holes all around. Okay, so there you go. So now we have that opening, right? And so okay, apologies. I accidentally clicked on be right back. All right, I found another one. Okay, that more or less has, that same. Okay, but this one's a little bit longer. Okay, and then narrower, but that is fine because I can always, tweak it. All right, so this is what I mean by sometimes when we have stuff and it's not meant for a specific, technique or look, we just, more or less tweak it. And we're always almost, good with that. And that's fine. Especially if the colors, like in this one, right? So look at that. Okay, I'm already very excited. And you know what? Okay, I think I will. Okay, look at that. All right, so, okay, it still work. All right, so I want her to be picking out a bit. All right, so that would be great. Okay, so she will have to be on that side. And don't worry. Okay, because, okay, we can always, okay, so that one, and then on this side, okay, I can have this looking onto that one. Right? So whether you do like this or you do like that, right? Okay. And then I will try to look for another washi. Okay, to put on to that one. Okay. So look at this. It's so gorgeous, right? So I have this beautiful, washies that I have had forever. But, waiting for that perfect, the drill, perfect layout that, somehow hasn't come. So we end up not using it just yet. But now it's like I've reached the point where I've been trying to use up all my washes for several years now, and I still have not used them all up. So I'm happy that we have this episodes where we can do, journals. Speaking of which, my friends, all right. So again, if you have not checked out the Happy Crafty Ho Ho, it's another YouTube channel and community that I am sure you all will love so much. And while you guys are still here, all right, so I would also like to invite you over. All right, so on to the Not Too Shabby Shops YouTube channel. So yesterday I was there live. So every last Mondays of every month, right? So I am going to be on the Not Too Shabby Shops YouTube channel for Twist It Mondays, right? So yesterday, yesterday we did one sketch, endless sizes, right? So what if you have a sketch that is meant for an A2 size card, but you love that sketch so much, but your project is, an A7, okay, a 5 by 7, right? Or a square card, or, a slimline card. So how will you be able to tweak that sketch to create that, aesthetically pleasing still, but keep the proportions or the scale, so to speak. So I actually talked about that on that live. And then this coming June, all right, so June 29th, what the topic is gonna be, it's gonna be one sketch, but with one sketch, different kinds of look or technique. So you have a clean and simple, you have one that has mixed media. So how do we do all these things? So please set remind, it's on the Not Too Shabby YouTube channel, June 29. All right. And of course, all right. So this Saturday, my Saturday, your Friday mornings. Oh no. Yes, Friday mornings, my Saturday night. I will be with Jay. Jay, Craft by Jay, is a dear, dear friend of mine who has started collaborating with me last year for my faith journaling episodes. And from then on, we started taking turns hosting it. So for this month, it is Jay's turn to host it. So I hope that if you are interested in, faith journaling, like in my case, I actually do it in my Bible. Jay has a faith journal for it, so we do it differently. But before we do so, we talk about the specific scripture passage. And Jay has, chosen something really, really timely and wonderful this coming Saturday. So I hope that you would join me and Jay over on his channel this Saturday for that. And of course, my Saturday, that's my Saturday, your Friday, and then Saturday afternoon, my Sunday morning. All right, so it's my favorite, okay, of all the challenges on the LV Handcrafted channel. Of course, that's our dear, dear friend Lynn of LV Handcrafted. We're going to be doing MCA and, of course, hosting. I mean, the one who created the MCA this month is our dear, dear Dalise. So we don't know what it is going to be, but she has already posted all the parameters in terms of the sizes and all the things you need to prepare for that challenge. It's the mystery craft along, where we actually don't know what we're making, but we do know and will prepare. Some does not. They do it, on the go. Different measurements, but we don't really actually know what we're doing. All right. So we are just following prompts, and that is where the fun actually is, right? So we can actually create the exact thing or come up with different variations of each one, right? So those are the things that's happening this week. All right. So I hope that you would join us over there as well. All right. So let me just check on the chat. Okay. So Cordelia did say you can use washi to make card backgrounds, just like you would use pattern paper strips. Exactly, right, Cordelia? And I think I did an episode on that as well. I just forgot several episodes. All right, there you go. Ellen's crossing her fingers for me. Thank you, Ellen. Oh my gosh, Nikki, 2 hours sleep, guys. You need to go to sleep. Oh, Cordelia. Okay, Jamie misses you. Hi, Anna-Rit. Where are the Facebook chat? Okay, I think they are all on YouTube right now. And thank you so much. And you just found me, Gloria. Thank you so much, Gloria. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And I hope that if you see anybody in the chat that's kind of new to you, please do check them out. Almost all have their own YouTube channel. Okay, I lost all my glitter glazes to dry. Exactly, Nikki. So you know how painful it is, right? Just like, oh my goodness, I use this only once, right? So if you have it, don't wait for that perfect project. Just slap it onto whatever you're doing, and it's okay, right? Who's under the badge? Hi, Tamara. Okay, it's Jamie. Yes, it's Jamie. Sometimes it's Jamie. Sometimes it's Teresa. Sometimes it's Lynn. Yes, but tonight it's Jamie. Thank you, Jamie. A window to the world. Indeed, right, Carol? Yes. Thank you so much, Meg. I love your window. Do you write in this journal after you design it? Yes, Swims. All right. So I do. We cannot see it because I'm in the wrong. Oh, I don't know where I am. All right, so something like that. Okay, so first I do the before the pen. Okay, so for some of it I've already written. All right, so for some still not. Okay, because sometimes if I've written something already, and it's kind of sensitive, I don't want to share. So I try to keep things, not too personal when I write things on it. That's meant for sharing on the YouTube channel. All right, so that's the front, that's the back. Okay, it's not yet done. Okay, so but I think I just love flipping it like this. So it's so cool. All right, so let's check at what other things do I have here, right? And let's just kind of use them before they actually. Have I used this one? Not yet. Not yet? Okay. Before it actually dries up just like the other washi tapes that I have. It's sad when that happens. But if you do know of a way to revive it, Whims, okay, Whimsical Thoughts in the chat actually is an artist, a trained artist. She is a graduate of fine arts and an engineer as well. Great combination, right? So she has given me a lot of, tips on how to revive some of the stuff that has kind of died on me. But some have worked, some have not. So let's not go for the treatment, but go for prevention. And prevention means using up our stash. All right. So let's finish. Okay, this side. Okay, go away. So I've smashed this first page of the sticker book. Goodbye. That's done. All right. So how about this part? Okay. So let me see. Okay, I still have. Oh, there's a butterfly. Okay, I'll check that later. All right. Oh, don't see it. Jose Luis, sweetheart, can you give mommy water? Thank you. All right. Thank you very much. Okay, no. Okay. See? There is no plan, my friends. So I am just tweaking it as well as I move along. Okay, so I want a bigger, stouter washi. You know how I, arrange my washies like that? Let's check out, okay, which one I can use. Okay, maybe this one. Okay. Whoop. That came apart. Or could it be this one? I want to do it like that so I can check if it's going to be appropriate. No. Okay. If you see something you see, all right. Or if you find something, okay, you see something that you feel might work. Okay, how about this yellow? Okay, I think that will work. Okay, so before we put in our sticker, we will just lift it a little bit, just a tad. Okay, so I can put a washi in like so. So that there is like it's grounded, so to speak. Okay, again, you don't need to do it like this. Okay, but this is just the way I think. And I want to do it. Okay. Since we have this washies. Oh, but why is it like that? Okay. Okay. It's just too bright a pink. But it's okay. We'll make it work. We will make it work. Okay. What else is in this one? Okay. Where is that? Where are those two? Okay. Okay, how is everybody in the chat? Okay. Let's do the same onto the other side. I can hear my daughter. Apologies if you hear her. Oh, look at that. What happened to this washi? Another dead washi? Oh my goodness. Wow. See, I hope this is inspiring you to use your washies, or it might end up being like this. Look at that. Wow. Wow. Oh, amazing. What happened here? So it's turning into a... Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay, there. Oh, my goodness. So what a waste. Okay. It's a good thing I did this episode, right? Where we actually unearthed some of my washies. Because they're dying on me. All right, so they need to be revived. Okay. Okay. So that one. Okay, we will cut onto this part. Okay. I have a longer pair of scissors. Why am I working with a smaller one? We do have a ton of different kinds of scissors. So there you go. All right. Okay, so we have that. Okay. So you see, that's another thing you will see when I am making my, my planner spreads. I keep on flipping through stuff, right? So, and I just go with the flow. All right. So let me see. I do have this cute, uh, cute one. All right. So I think I want another one here. Okay. So let's create. Okay. Let's just look at that. All right. Another window. Okay. But this time around, okay, let's create. Look at this. I ripped it. Not by choice, but by accident. All right, so I ripped that, okay, by accident, my friends. Okay, so I want to put this one over here. Okay. So when you see a sticker that has a window, okay, what kind of comes to mind? Okay. Do you also have that feeling that, oh, I want to create an opening because it's a window? You also have that same, feeling that, okay, I want to create a window. Okay, there you go. So now it's no longer, and since this is kind of, have a distress kind of look anyway, right? So first let me check. Okay, will this window work? Okay, or will this window work? Okay, it has to be more or less that same size, right? Was it this window? Will it work? Yeah, maybe this. Okay. All right. Okay, ready or not, here it goes. Okay. I'm okay. If it doesn't turn out as planned, that's fine. That is fine. All right. Okay. Where's my gyro cut? Okay, let me see if I can already use this is just plain straight cuts. Okay, so where is now my... Okay, there you go. Okay, let's just work a little bit faster, Lala. It's already 10:30, and your friends probably are almost off to lunch. Okay, so thank you, friends, for dropping by if you're still here. All right. So there you go. Do you now have that opening? Okay. Okay. So if you can see, I am not actually trying to cut it. Okay. I am leaving a bit of a border, and that is fine. Now, if you want to cut it a little bit nearer, you can. Okay. So now you just snip it off. Okay. Like so. There you go. Now that's the back part of it. So where's my other window, friends? There you go. So the other window, okay, is this one. I wanted to have a kind of look like that, but I think it's gonna be hard. Okay, so it has to be a little bit narrower. Will this window be better? Yes, I think better. Yes, Sam? See, I just make a opening, okay, on that window, and then did I miss how to revive the washi tape? No, Sandy. I'm actually asking you guys, how do you revive a washi tape? right? So if you guys have suggestions, yes, absolutely put it in the chat or message yours truly or create a live stream out of that or um a video and we would love to watch it. There you go. That window is perfect, right? So there you go. Different window treatments, so to speak, right? So something that I learned is just trust the process. Even if it looks like a hot mess in the beginning, it doesn't matter. Because you know why I'm gonna cut that a bit? Because see, it's hard to close, right? So we have to cut, okay, or just break a little bit of the thread. This is not too sharp anymore. Okay, just a little bit so that it will fold. Okay, when we try to close, all right, the book. There you go. Okay, okie dokie. Okay, now we continue on to, okay, the decorating, okay, part. Okay, so that and that. Okay, so let's look for other. Okay, washi tape. Let's see if this is still alive. So far, this one is. Okay, let me see what. This one. Okay. So let's put this one over here. Okay. So this one. Okay, this one. Okay. So we want it to be a little bit. Okay. Showing. Okay. Let me see. Is it showing? When you flip, there you go. There is that. Okay. Sometimes it just looks like a hot mess in the beginning, right? But don't you worry. Keep at it. Keep at it. And before you know it, you will see the beauty of it all. Okay, let's see if this one works. Okay, another washi. Okay, oh my goodness. I think we have another gunner. Okay. All right. Oh, okay. Still working. Okay, but barely. Barely there, friends. Maybe in a few more months this is not going to work anymore. Right? It's almost it's barely sticking, my friends. It's barely sticking. Okay, but oh, see? It ripped already. This is what Wims was saying, right? So when they lose their stickiness or when they're expired, so to speak, right? So that is what happens. All right, so we're gonna cut this. Okay. Okay. So there you go. A ching. Ching. Okay. All right. Now, how do we do the, let me see. I am thinking of how I can put in my ladies. Okay, just a bit. Okay, just a tad. Okay, like this lady over here. All right, so what I can do is, okay, nope, not that one. On this part. Okay. All right. Okay. I want another. Okay, let's do another washi. Okay, on to this part. Okay, the reason for it you will see in a bit. Okay, because I want to make one that is like the other one. Okay, where okay, you have her. Okay, let's have her. Okay, on that side. Okay, and then who else can I have on there? Okay, let me see. Okay, so she is okay. She has no more partner, but this one she still has that one. Okay, so let's also put this one like so. Okay, and probably this flower. I mean, this set of books stuck up like stuck books with a flower on top. Okay, and then this camera. Okay, and then this flower pot. Okay. Okay, maybe we will lower this one. Okay. Maybe let's put okay, the camera like so, and this flower pot okay, like so. All right. That's a beautiful margin, right? Okay, so now, so that you can see how I am going to use that gyro cut thing, if only I can find it. There you go. All right. And then we get this part. Okay, I will turn it around like so. And then, of course, you need to have self-healing mat underneath. And we will just go around. Okay, you can actually use your scissors, but since this is attached to a notebook, it's so hard to fussy cut because it's so hard to move it like so. So having something like this is easier. Okay, but again, as I said and I mentioned, there is a little bit of a learning curve, okay, into using this. But once you get to learn how to use it, okay, it will be the easiest way for you to actually work with these kinds. Okay, so I'm just going around it. Okay. Okay, and now you'll see. Ta-da! Right? So you have that part. Right? It's beautiful. Now the magic behind this beautiful, sticker book. That's why I'm super grateful that Teresa has done this one. Okay, now remember, you have that pot, flower pot, you have this camera, stack of books and flowers, a cupcake, and this lady, right? Since this sticker book, okay, there is always two of each one, right? So you could see that if I put it over there, right, more or less, it's the same. It's a mirror image, okay, of that camera. So I don't need to worry about, my fuzzy cut not being like perfect for it. Okay. So this is the girl, and the girl is way over onto this side. All right. And then the cupcake. Cupcake is this part. All right. That cupcake is that part. And then the stack of books is onto that part. Ta-da! right? Gorgeous. All right, so it's starting to. So this one is how you actually can, arrange those stickers. Okay, and then now let's look at. Okay, so now we have smashed one. Okay, and several others. Okay, now what do I put in there? This is like me inside the house looking out, right? So if I use this sticker, okay, let me see. Okay, you can see it. Okay, if I use this one, okay. Okay, it looks nice. Can. All right, let's see. Let's not, stick it too much. Okay, so let's go down a bit. There you go. Just a tad. So that, okay. There you go. Okay, and then let's look for another one that we will put under that one. Okay, let me see. I'm not sorry for neglecting the chat a bit. Okay. Yes, any suggestions, please, with the washi revival? And Cordelia said, you have the new sentiment stamp set. Woot woot, the one and done set. Oh, the one from Lynn. And you're looking for more, and I love the die. Yes, it's available, my dear friends. Check out the Not Too Shabby Shop new releases. Teresa is working on a new set for the die as we speak. Woohoo! Yay! Hi, Sandy from Jamie. I think that's really exciting, right? Yes. And of course, are you live? Yes, Jay. And yes, please. I already announced our live for this Saturday, Jay. Use all the things. Oh, she has a pride for the real thoughts. I get that. Right, Tara? So flippy, back and forthy. Yes, that's what it's pretty next to the yellow. I might do this in my Suki notebook from Mercury Drugstore, if you know that kind. Yes, I know that, Wims. A misprint? That's what I hate. It tears apart and sometimes rips. I'm almost wanting to throw these types. Okay, not yet, Wims, because maybe some of our friends could find a way to revive our washies. This house. Where did you get your blank journal book? Okay, Sandy, this is by Victoria, right? But I am sure that you have a ton of possible, dotted journals over there. I actually work with, several. I have a Hobonichi. I have, of course, Happy Planners. I have, what's the other one that I have? I forgot. I have so many. The Loic Stern, right? So for bullet journaling. Yes, cutting a hole, Jay. Right? I have to go. Thank you, Reagan. Have a great day, my friend. I use a hair dryer. Oh, use a hair dryer? Okay, let's try that. Oh, everybody said bye to Reagan. Sorry, I missed saying bye, Reagan. Thank you. It's all right. You are in the zone. Seeing the other sticker through the window, right? Hi, Barbara. My die got lost in the mail. Oh, no. Don't worry, Jay. As long as it doesn't take like the one for me. Oh, I could tell you so many stories about, packages arriving just in the nick of time. There's a chance it will be revived if you hit it with a heat gun. Yes, let's try that, Wims and Wims. Again, continued prayers for Mira, my dear. Thank you, Tamara and Tammy. Tamara and Tammy. All right. So there you go. I got super excited with this window thingies, right? Okay. Okay. So now let's continue. And see, I like flipping through it, again and again and again. And even in the video that I created a few days ago, that's how I do it. Sometimes I know, right? With other things, normally we finish a page, and then we move on to the next. And then we move on to the next. It's like my brain doesn't work like that. It's like I have to do my ADHD brain, okay, wants to, go through things. If I get stuck here, I move on to the other, okay, and find inspiration. Okay, so I know where to put this bike, right? So this bike is gonna go over here onto the side of this. All right? Perfect. Don't you think? Don't you think so, friends, that it's perfect for there? Okay, she's lonely over there. Don't worry. So I've smashed almost 4 pages already, my friends. I'm super duper happy about that. So for this one, okay, so for this one, let's do what we did over here. All right. Okay. So you see this page? I'm putting them all there. So this is it. Let's start with this flower. Okay. Pots over here. All right. Okay. And then look at how beautiful this is. Right? So, and then I'll put that over there. Okay. And then I'll just remove this page. All right, from there. Okay. Let me see, like so. Oh, a cup of coffee. Speaking of which, have you checked out our dear friend Lynn's new release together with a not too shabby shop? Oh my goodness, it's gorgeous. There you go. Okay, and then we can add some more stuff over there. So just like what we did here, okay, we will just... This is a different kind of fuzzy cutting, right? Because I'm not using a pair of scissors, but rather this gyro cut. Okay. So, let's start. Okay. And then I just go around. Okay. Again, normally... This does have a learning curve to it, but once you get, the knack of how to make it move, okay, around stuff, you will fall in love with it. Okay. And then I'll just, pull this. Okay. Okay. That's the thing. The washi tapes underneath. Okay. Okay, this one. We need a little bit of... Okay. There you go. Okay. Now, where is my handy dandy? Oh, no. Okay. A little bit thicker. Okay, there you go. Okay, now, there you go. My little scissors. What about that one? Okay, it didn't. Okay, didn't see it. Okay. Don't worry, you can easily go back to it. Like so. Okay. Okay. Okay, and the others. Okay, I will just go like that. Okay, and if it's not perfect, like in this case, I want that flower. Okay, because... Okay, I will fussy cut like so. All right. Okay, so it does have that one and that one. All right, and then we continue decorating this side. Okay, let's go back to our sticker volume number 2. All right, so we do have these teacups. Okay. Okay. This teacup I will use. Okay, because this keeps on going up. All right, and I will add, some of those. There are so many beautiful yellow butterflies in this release. And I used it almost in all of the things that I created earlier on. Okay, there you go. So all the decorating part is on this part. And that's intentional. So that's gone, that's gone, that's gone. You see how easy it is to smash, right? This sticker book. I need to do something about that. All right. So I will use, oh no. I will use this. Okay. To keep that from, okay. And then I will just cut off the excess. Okay. There you go. Okay. So now what do we do next? Okay. So now this part. Okay. So what do we put in that opening? Okay. So for that opening, okay, let's go through our sticker books first. Okay. If you see something you like, tell me and I will put it in. Oh, Barbara is already super excited to receive. Okay, where is my mouse? Okay. The ultimate coffee die. Hi, Barbara from Jamie. Thank you so much, Cordelia. Have a wonderful date for you and yes, evening for me. Thank you so much, my friend, for dropping by. I miss you. All right, Cordelia has been one of, if not the person that I have received a ton of actual, snail mail cards from. Okay, holidays, Christmas, just to say hi. How are you? So I really appreciate, Cordelia. And for those who might not know, Cordelia does have, okay, a YouTube channel. Okay, and it's her name, Cordelia Alderman. And she does, showcase some of her card making processes as well as some of her hauls. So if you want to be inspired, okay, definitely you can check out, her channel for those. Okay, let me see. If that one, right, that's perfect, right? It's like a bird flying, right, from the window. All right. And then probably, okay, since, if she finally, this is like it inside and then eventually finds its way outside. Right? The story behind it. Right, there you go. Okay, so now let's start adding in some of the other. Okay, so here in the yellow one, we could definitely, absolutely, finally use this very big wreath. Right? Okay. 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 There you go. You could see that over there. And then okay, put that over there. Okay, and just remove this part. Okay, the excess. It's too big of a Caesar. See? It's really easier to use the gyro cut for this. Okay. So there you go. See? Ta-da! Done. Okay. We're almost there, guys. We're almost there. Okay. Okay. All right. So we'll see it like that. Okay. So to match, right? So that one. Okay. Would be like that. Okay. And then we will just cut off the excess. Okay. The excess sticker. So, have you guys actually? I do have a question. Have you tried Dutch journaling before? Okay. And if so or not, okay, why or why not? Okay, so I hope that you could, share your own experience, with Dutch journaling. And I really have to thank, Teresa for inspiring me to work with, Dutch journaling again. I just thought, it's nice, but it's so hard to do. Okay, that was before the release of Teresa's, sticker, because most of the planner stickers that are available in the market are not really, perfect for this journaling. And so I'm grateful that there is a product in the market that makes, Dutch journaling really easy. Okay. Or at least easier, right? Because the stickers are coordinated, If it's a straight line, it's better to just snip them off with a pair of scissors like so. All right. Okay. So, oh, you've never? Hello, my dear friend. Yes, Cards for Cards. We are going to have a future collaboration with them soon. Thanks for dropping by. Never? Okay. Tammy said never. I have not. Okay. Hello, my friend. Okay, so I think a lot of you guys have not. So I hope that with this video that you will give it a try. And I will not be surprised if after doing, a page or so that you will fall in love with it and that you would eventually be working and making tons of layouts with it, as well, as it is truly very inspiring. Okay, I know now where to put this lady. All right, she is going to be this lady who is going to be looking out of that window. There you go. Okay, and then to this one. Okay. Okay, so this one is yellow. This one's also yellow. Can still put here? Okay, yes. All right. So remember, there's that store over there. All right. And this one, that's where this girl. See, I'm already creating a story. Story out of this one, right? Okay, let me see. Okay. 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 And then now, let's put a bit of some, flowers onto that. Okay. Right. So there you go. Don't you worry. Okay, so that one. Okay, now we have a bird over there. Okay, and so let's put in some other key that would make sense, right? So why is it alone? No, it has friends. Okay, because the other friends are over there. Okay, because there's a birdhouse over there, and there are other birds. Okay. Okay, beside it like so. Okay. All right, and then let's put in, okay, this washi over here to ground our layout. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we are going to lift, okay, our stickers so that, there you go, so that that one goes underneath. All right, there you go. Right, so it is grounded, so to speak. Oh, we're almost done, my friends. All right, so let us check this one. All right, so no, this one's more of the sky. All right, so let us put this one over there. And then the beautiful washi tape I've had forever, but I've not used up. So imagine if I haven't gotten this sticker book from Teresa, I would never have started, this kind of journaling. There you go. Okay, so now we're here. Okay, on to the last part. Okay, before, this is not yet done, but I'll show you how to finish it off. Okay, so let us just, let me see. Nope. Doesn't match. This one does, but I want it to be the sky. Okay, do we have others? Where are our sky? Okay, no. Yellow? Do we have a yellow one? None, 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 none. Okay, I need something over here. Let me see. Okay, let's go back to our sticker book. See, obviously, there is no plan. No plan. Just letting the sticker book. Okay, and oh, you know what? Let's use so that we have had finished 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 5, and then okay, the yellow ones. Actually, we have not yet finished. And look at that! Window trimmings. Okay, let me see. This is so perfect! Oh my goodness, friends. Okay, hold on. Nope. Nope. There you go. All right, and then this has to go underneath. All right, and then the flower, okay, has to go on top. Okay, so just slowly, with an X-Acto knife or a poke tool, lift that sticker. See how beautiful and sturdy these stickers are, right? It's like looking from the outside, you can see the living room with the lady in front of the perspective, right? Okay, let me see what else. So on this side, what we can, Okay, so you're looking inside, looking outside. So we can add this. Okay. Or is it the other way around? The other bike. Okay. Let me see. Is it the bike? Or is it this house? Okay, because there's the sunflower. Oh, I think it's the bike. Okay. Because there goes the sunflower and kind of the birdhouse. You see how big that window is? My whole hand can fit into it. All right. And then that butterfly, I think we need to remove because we will transfer it because it's going to be taken over. Okay, the bicycle. Okay, so we will move it. Okay, to a different place. Okay, maybe over there. There you go. Ta-da! That looks better, right? Okay, so our living room and our outside is looking awesome. All right, so we can even now decorate, our frame if it's looking kinda sad. So we have our little, butterfly and bees. Okay, going around like so. Okay. And then, my heart. No, I will use you for another set of, oh, look at those ladies. Oh, so many awesome. I can still make so many awesome layouts for that one. All right. So I think that is done. That is it for all the washies. Now, is it done? No. Okay. So what I will do next, okay, let's first, make sure that I put that back so that I won't accidentally cut myself. All right, so let's just clear up the table a little bit. So we will have a sense of, a flow, a cleaner, easier flow. That now that, everything is a little clean. All right, there you go. All right. Okay, so let's see again. Okay, first. Okay, let's remove all. Okay, let's just do a cleanup. All the excess, washies or stickers that's poking out of your, your page. Just remove them. Do a cleanup. This is a great way for you to de-stress, right? When you're like so stressed, because this one will keep you from thinking and just focusing on this, and by the time you're good to go, you have reset and you're all ready to face again whatever it is that's happening. Okay, I just want to do that. Okay, and I will put the mirror image of that one onto the other one, and it looks like a butterfly just got stuck onto that window pane. All right. So as I was saying, all right, so now that you're done with the decorating, okay, so that's our first spread. This is our second. Those are your Dutch doors. This is the third spread. And this is the fourth one. All right, so that one, though, I really want to put... Found it. I have to say, perfect. All right, so we gotta lift this before we do the last part, or maybe second to the last part. Okay, because normally, okay, I normally don't put I always do the before the pen, so to speak. Right, so now, okay, I will just the excess. Okay, let's make it a little nice. Okay, there you go. Love it. Okay, so what you can do now is grab your um, highlighters. Okay, so normally it's best to use highlighters that are not very, very dark so that you can still put in, your journaling, right? So, like what I did with my previous, layouts, right? So, if you would see, I put my mild liners over there. Okay, so what we're gonna do here is we are going to put those. All right, so for this one, let me see. Let me see what is the color. Okay, let's check which one we want to use. Oh, that one's perfect. All right, so what we're gonna do is we are going to create, okay, those lines that will now serve, okay, as your, points of journaling. Okay, so you can combine it. Okay, it doesn't have to be always that color, right? So if you want, okay, it can be this color. Okay, and it doesn't have to be perfect, right? So one thing that makes it quite nice is, if it looks more handmade. Okay, and then that green part. There you go. Okay, now you are ready to journal on it. Oh, by the way, I forgot. The journaling, okay, the Blooming Season Sticker Book Volume 2 does have, oh, look at those puppies. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna have a blast working with this. All right, so you can use as sentiments for your actual planner pages or for a card. Okay, let me see. Do I work with a sticker that is butterfly kisses and flower petal wishes? Right? So since I have, butterfly kisses and flowers. Okay, so do I want to put that? Okay, or do I want to say bloom where you are planted? Oh, I love that. Right? So let that be like a title for this page. Right? And then the rest will have to be journaling. All right. And then on this one, okay, bloom with grace. Oh, I love that. I love that. Okay. And then we can put that, probably over here. Okay. I don't know where to put it. Okay. Let's put it later. Let's see first. Okay. So let's work with, our journaling lines. Okay, they're not even evenly spaced, and that's okay. Okay, what else? Okay, so maybe a little bit of a pink. Okay, on this side. So I am, going around the images, right? So now I think the bloom with grace would be perfect over here. Okay, and then here, you can put, okay, I can put some more of these. Okay. butterflies. Okay. All right. Okay, and then on to this page. So we have that and that. And then on the next one, wouldn't you love to journal on this? Right? So now that you have all of this already set up, it would be so much fun to actually just, journal on this. Right? Okay, let me see. This one seems a little bare. Let's add a little bit onto it, right? Okay, so let's add our furry friends onto the mix, right? There you go. All right. There. And finally, our last page. Okay. I said I'm going to stop putting stickers already, but I keep on adding, right? This one's just fine, right? Because it's already, there's already too much going on. Come on. There you go. Focus. Focus. Hello, camera. Okay. Work with me. All right. Okay. Ta-da! That part. Okay, probably I will. That is an opening for a future layout. Let me see if I can do something about that. Okay, but we're almost done, friends. So how is everyone? Okay, let me see. Hi, Chanty. Thank you so much. Yes. We are almost done, my friends. And probably, yeah, because this one coordinates with that one. So I think that's going to be okay with that one. Okay. That's it. All right, friends. This is what we have been able to create tonight. Okay, there was no plan. The only thing I know is that I wanted to make creative journal pages from this beautiful Blooming Season sticker book volume 2. Okay, I look at how many pages I have smashed already, but look at also how many spreads I have created already, right? So look, right? I have already created so many Dutch doors pages from this. And the latest is this pages that I've done live with you all, right? So this is the first one. And this one, as I said, that's the nice thing about this sticker book. Okay, there is a mirror image of each and every one of. Okay, let me see. Let me see. I think if all, okay, two of each image, right? two of each, okay? In volume one, not all, okay? Some were just, single, but this time around, all the images had two, okay? So therefore, you can create Dutch doors like this. If you want, you can do it horizontal. The next layout I'm gonna make, we'll do horizontal layouts next time, right? So again, I used windows because I felt that a lot of the images in this volume 2 sticker were perfect for, like, seeing through a door or a window, right? So it's perfect. Okay, so not just the Dutch door journaling part, but also pick through windows like so. And you still have a lot of space for you to actually put your journaling into, right? So that's the second. So the window, if you flip this way, looks at birds outside. And then from the inside, you could see the store outside, right? It's so nice. All right. So in this page, this is our first, second, this is our third spread. Okay, another window, bigger one, okay, that looks out into the house with the lady and then the couch. And then if you flip it, now you're looking outside, right? So you see the bike and you see the bird house and the flowers, all abloom, right? And you still have tons of journaling, right? So these are the pages that we created tonight, okay? And of course, I just added some of my washies that had needed to be used because, as you saw, like 3 or 4 rolls are already expired because they are breaking apart, right, as we pull them from the roll. Okay, there you go. Okay, thank you so much again, Carol. Barbara saying hi to Barbara and Carol saying hi to each other. Carol said, my lines would look terrible without a ruler. Intentionally, I did not. I just feel that with journals like this one, that uneven lines actually even give it a little bit more of, a character rather than making it, really perfect. Right? If you would see there you go. These are some of my layouts where I actually have already, written some stuff. Right? So it's okay, right? If the lines aren't straight. Okay. So sometimes I'm very, OC in terms of being straight and stuff. But with my journals, specifically my creative journal, I feel that's okay. Thank you, Jamie. Thank you. Wonderful, wonderful journal. Thank you, Meg. And you love my nails. Oh, yes, it matches, right? Thank you so much, Chanty. Thank you really for, working with me tonight. And I hope that, this layouts, you saw how easy it was put together, right? It just took a bit of time because, of course, you need to flip and decide which one would go where. But in the process, since you're focusing on it, if you are in a state where there's so many problems, you're just overwhelmed with a lot of stuff, try creative journaling. It really somehow gives you the time to pause, reboot, restart, and you're good to go again, right? And this is super easy now to do with this kind of, again, I don't know, okay? Maybe there are sticker books out there. I just don't know about them. But again, this Blooming Season Sticker Book Volume 1 was the one that got me started with Dutch door journaling. And now I'm so excited for the next releases, right? So definitely you would see a lot more shorts, edited videos, and probably live streams of me doing this. And I probably would do the same Dutch door technique this Saturday on our faith journaling with Jay. So again, before I leave, okay, please indulge me. I would like to invite you over this Sunday morning for me, Saturday afternoon for you guys, for the mystery craft along over on Lynn's channel, right? So this is my favorite of all the challenges on Lynn's channel. So I hope that you would join us there. Okay, at LV Handcrafted. Okay. And then, of course, there is also, okay, this Saturday, yes, as I mentioned on Jay's channel, that's Saturday for me, evening, Friday mornings for you. Okay, this is our monthly faith journaling collaboration with Jay, and he has chosen one amazing passage that really is very impactful. So I hope that you could join us there, right, as well. And of course, okay, every last Monday of the month, okay, I have a episode. Okay, we have an episode on the Not Too Shabby Shop called Twist It Mondays, where we take one sketch and twist it into different kinds of ways, right? So last Monday this week, okay, a few days, that's actually yesterday for you and 2 days ago for me, right? So, or is it the same? Is it 2 days for me? Oh, okay. Anyways, it was last Monday, right? Because it's already Wednesday for me, but only Tuesday for you. So 2 days ago for me and 1 day ago for you, all right, where what we did is we had one sketch and the sizes. So how do you turn one sketch of a specific size and make it work with different kinds of bases? Like from an A2, how do you take that sketch and apply it to a slim line, a mini slim line, a square, or even an A7, right? So that is that topic last Monday. And on June 29, June's last Monday of the month, okay, it's gonna be one sketch for card making style. So I hope that you would join us also over there on the Not Too Shabby Shop. And of course, every Monday, there is a special live stream over on the Not Too Shabby Shop. So I hope that you could join us there as well. And of course, all right, hold on. All right. So, yes. Okay. You see a lot of our friends in the chat are actually awesome friends from the Happy Crafty Ho Ho community. So, if you have not checked out that channel, I hope that you would too. And if you are, a night owl or you wake up early, even if you're from Southeast Asia, from where I am, okay, you can actually find most of them still live, right? So they're great companions of mine when I'm at work. I have them over, on the side of my work table. All right. So with that, again, thank you so much, my dear friends. So if you have loved, seeing this Dutch door spreads. They are all, of course, inspired by this newest release from the Not Too Shabby Shop. Okay, collaboration with Teresa called the Blooming Season Sticker Book Volume 2. Yes, Teresa, by the way, is creatively faithful, my dear friends. So if you would like to see more of her beautiful work, head on to her channel as well. All right, so with that, thank you so much and God bless you all. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye, everyone. Okay, now I can't find my mouse. Thank you so much, my friends. Bye. Yes, a sweep. Oh, sorry. There's a question. Oh, this one is a gyro cut. Okay, a gyro cut. Okay, and then there is one before I actually say goodbye. Since Meg mentioned a swivel cut, where is my, okay, hold on, guys. Okay, because there is, okay, there you go. This one is called a collusal. I don't know if you remember the collusal. Okay, this is, maybe you can still find those in Etsy. Okay, the collusal. The collusal has a similar tip Okay, it also swivels, but the collusal normally are actually is meant to work with a template that it goes inside and you follow. But with the gyro cut, okay, there's the name. There you go, the gyro cut. Okay, this was released maybe a decade and a half or 2 decades ago. So I've had it for a long time. But I do know that it is still available. And now there's even like a generic one. But I've never tested it, right? So thank you so much again. Okay, now they're falling apart because these are like what Nikki mentioned are my tools from the 1900s that I'm still able to use. Okay, again, that's it. Thank you so much. And yes, if you do have suggestions on how to revive washis, yes, please send them over because I think I have a lot of washis that needs revival. Bye. Okay, where is my mouse?